You talked about like your journey from college to the corporate world. Like, what are some of the things that, for, the young man that's trying to decide, like, all right, where do I kind of fit in? Do I want to chase climbing up the corporate ladder from a 9-to-5 perspective, or maybe hop off and do some side ventures to where I can maybe own some real estate or stocks, or, I know FX is a big thing right now, to really kind of create other forms of income so they can leave the corporate world. Like, where do you lie with, number one, 9-to-5 versus entrepreneurship, and how has your 9-to-5 helped you in your entrepreneurial journey?
So I'll say this, and this is not what you should say because it's not correct, but I hate my 9-to-5. I hate the idea that you have to go to a 9-to-5 to make money. I hate the idea that you have to go to a 9-to-5, and this is the way. I hate the way we teach it. Yep. From an elementary standpoint, we're talking about jobs.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We never hint on the creativity aspect that this 5-year-old Ben was blessed with. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, Ben, what do you want to be? I want to be a doctor. You're 5. You're 5. But I say that to say what that can turn into, and what I've seen that the 9-to-5 turn into versus the entrepreneurship. You learn traits at that 9-to-5. I became a better writer at my 9-to-5. Just from sending emails daily to directors and those kind of levels. My Excel skills have went through the roof for my 9-to-5. Excel is something. Hey, I appreciate it. Excel is something that I was very poor in, that you won't use in every business. But the thing, no matter what you're doing, whether you selling lotion or you selling bars of soap, it is quantities involved. It is addition. It is math. It is division, and it is manual work that has to be done. Excel is essential. You have to be able to track what you're doing, and not depend on somebody else to necessarily do it for you. Now, granted, you blow up, you get you an accountant, but if you don't know how those numbers work the same way as they do,
because you want to check your accountant.
Absolutely,
you got to check your accountants.
And I say all that too with the 9-to-5. I think the busiest thing, or the most thing I hear the most from 18 to 30, and I'm the same way. If I have a bad day at work, I'm like, man, forget this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out. I don't want to work here anyway. I'm applying.
I still do that.
I'm putting 10 applications out. They don't even know what I got planned, man. I already got an interview with Wells Fargo next week. And we're really into these thoughts. One, we're creating all these scenarios that maybe haven't even happened, right? Because we just had a bad day. And then two, we're so heavy to leave the 9-to-5 and jump into our entrepreneurships. And I asked some of my friends, like, hey, okay, if you leaving that 9-to-5 days, you having a bad day, what are you going to be doing tomorrow as an entrepreneur? Oh, I don't know. It's like that 9-to-5 is so important to building that next piece. The thing about entrepreneurship, in most cases, 99.9% of the time, you need finances or you need experience.
That's real.
Okay. While you're getting finances and experience, you got to use that 9-to-5 to keep things afloat. It's like everybody's thinking, like, I'm gonna jump in and be an entrepreneur, and I'm gonna start off in the green. When you start your business off and get an LLC, the first thing you're doing is paying the lawyer. You're automatically in the red. Automatically in the red. If you want to go buy a flip, you're paying $100,000 for a property and $50,000 for repairs. You are in the red, $150,000.
That's real.
And if that house burns down, something like that, you were staying in the red for $150,000, man. So you got to have things in. Have that 9-to-5 to lean on. But I think too, the 9-to-5 gives you structure. Everybody's different.
I agree with
that.
And
I'm being very transparent with me. I need structure. If I don't have structure and have too much free time, man, it goes back to old habits and old ways. So even during this time, it being quarantined, it's been hard because I've lost some of my structure of having to wake up, drop the kids off at daycare, go to downtown, leave downtown, come pick up my kids. Like, it's time where I could use it for extra stuff, or I could get myself in spending money. I could be doing on shopping. Wayfair stock is at all and now Amazon's through the roof because everybody's just ordering up.
And it's so easy to just hit the button as opposed to going down to Haverty's to look for furniture or what have you.
DoorDash, all of them are booming right now. So it's like, it's just something to think about the 9-to-5 for structure. But I tell anybody, don't be so willing to jump out of your 9-to-5 or so encouraged or so rushed to do it, because a lot of the people who are jumping out of their 9-to-5 6 months later are coming back and knocking on that door. And that's not what Calvin Cleveland ever wants to do. I never want to leave and have to come back and knock on the door. I want to build that 9-to-5 no matter how I feel about it, as much as I can to set things up so I never have to go back, man, when I leave.
Man, now you hit it out on the head, man. Like, one thing a 9-to-5 does for me, it's made me a way better time manager. Like, everyone knows what I'm doing from a side perspective. I have Pray Period. I have Boardroom Vision. I have some other things that I dip and dabble in. But I still use my 9-to-5. I don't let it use me, but I use it because it's made me a better time manager. So 9 to 5, I'm at work. I may do some other stuff in between, but 5 to 11, 5 to 12, that's me. I'm going. It's also made me more professional with my side stuff. And I say that because when I talk to people that are entrepreneurs that have not had that 9 to 5 experience, it can be really, really loose and sloppy, and just like customer service is not always on point. And it's because they just haven't had that structure.
No better.
Having to report to a direct and things having to be point and your performance being graded a certain way. Which, again, these are all reasons we end up wanting to leave our 9 to 5, but it does put some values in you that you take with you. It's like, all right, you know what? If I'm gonna put a video out, I'm gonna make sure it's legit. You know what I mean? I want to, you know, not be I try not to be a perfectionist, but you can't help it because you want everything to be on point as much as possible.
And think about it, if you're used to building PowerPoints and building slides, presenting in front of people on something that you don't care about. What do you think it's going to look like on something that you actually care about?
Like, what, my name is attached to this?
I'm through the roof.
Yeah, that's
We're talking
real.
real estate and not banking. I am through the roof
That's
to come
real.
talk about it. And
That's
I
real.
want to look at how it sees. I want
That's
to
real.
come off and build my brand with it. You're not building the brand of Bank of America. I'm not building the brand of Calvin Cleveland. I'm building Bank of America.
That's real.
You know, you're about building Benjamin Holmes, not
That's real.
nobody else.
That's real.
So, yeah, man.